Have you ever just stopped and wondered, is this it? Is this one life all there is? What if you've been here before? And what if you'll be back again? Today we're diving into one of the oldest and most fascinating ideas humanity has ever come up with: reincarnation.
So, to really get our heads around reincarnation, we have to start with the huge questions it attempts to answer. The fundamental puzzles of just being alive.
I mean, really think about it. Some people are born into families with everything they could ever need, perfect health, while others start out with absolutely nothing, facing hardship from their very first breath. Why the incredible difference?
It's so easy to look at the world and just think, wow, this is all just a cosmic roll of the dice, Purely random, and at its core, completely unfair. But what if it's not? What if there's a pattern we're just not seeing? Well, that hidden pattern might just be found in an idea that's been with us for thousands of years, way, way before many of the beliefs we have today.
Yeah? This whole idea of a soul journeying through different lives is not some new age fad. It's an ancient spiritual framework with roots deep in early human history. It's just that today, many major religions don't really focus on it anymore.
Okay, so if this idea is so old, where do we see hints of it in our own lives? Well, proponents of the theory say the clues are hiding in plain sight in some really common experiences.
Ever get that weird jolt of déjà vu, where you swear you've lived a moment before? Or maybe you meet a total stranger and feel this instant, deep connection, like you've known them forever. What about child prodigies, or a sudden crippling fear that has no explanation in this life? The theory of reincarnation offers one possible explanation. These are just echoes from a past life. And then you have these documented cases of very young kids, usually between 2 and 4 years old, who start talking with stunning detail about lives they couldn't possibly know. They talk about other families, other homes. The memories tend to fade as they grow up, but for a little while, it's like a window is open to somewhere else.
So if we entertain these clues for a moment, it brings up a huge question. What's the point? Why would we live over and over and over again? Well, this leads to a really powerful way of looking at it, seeing life as a kind of school for the soul.
Now, this idea completely reframes that unfairness we talked about. All of a sudden, it's not about random luck. It's about a series of custom-made lesson plans. A life of wealth and a life of poverty aren't a reward and a punishment. They're just two different classrooms, each designed to teach the soul something vital.
So in this framework, every single life has a purpose. The soul gets born into a new set of circumstances. That's its curriculum. It faces its lessons, love, loss, success, failure, and uses free will to navigate them. And whatever is learned, or maybe not learned, gets carried forward into the next chapter. The soul just keeps evolving.
Okay, so if life is a school with a never-ending cycle of classes, what's the endgame? Is there a final exam? A graduation day? What is the ultimate point of this whole journey?
The journey isn't meant to be an endless merry-go-round. It has a direction. It's an upward path. The whole purpose, lifetime after lifetime, is to learn, to grow, and to ascend to a higher state of consciousness. But this is a really, really important distinction. The point of this ascent isn't to become a god or some all-powerful being. That's not it at all. It's about reaching a more enlightened, a more complete state of being, based on all the lessons you've learned along the way. And this idea of ascent gets even bigger. Some theories suggest it's a cosmic process, that as animal souls evolve over their lifetimes, they can eventually be born into their first human life. Some people even think this could help explain our planet's booming population. It's a fascinating thought. So, let's just set aside for a second whether you believe any of this or not. How can just thinking about this idea change the way we look at our lives, right here and right now? Here's a little experiment for you. The next time you're around a really little kid, maybe under 4, just gently ask them, who were you before you were here? You might be shocked by what they say. Is it just their imagination running wild, or is it a little fragment of a memory that hasn't faded yet? Who knows, but it's pretty compelling. When you look at things through this lens, everything can change. Your biggest challenges suddenly become your most important lessons. The people you feel an incredible bond with might just be old friends from a long, long time ago. It reframes your whole life from this single random event into just one purposeful chapter in the grand epic story of your soul.
To explore this journey further, the book Reincarnation, The Journey and the Purpose of the Soul is available now on Amazon.